Ethereum has a major problem. To put it bluntly, their staking model sucks. It's so bad that even Ethereum developers are hesitant to stake themselves.
Personally, I'm staking actually a little bit less than the average. So there you go.
What's the incentive? Why aren't you staking all of your ether? Like why haven't you just aped all the way in?
I think part of the reason is that when you make the sausage, you know how it's made.
Staked Ethereum is locked for an unknown period of time. And because of this, Ethereum's staking ratio is very low, only at 13%. Compare that to Cardano at 71%, Solana at 71%, Avalanche at 62%, and so on. Because it's very risky to stake Ethereum if it's going to be locked and you don't know when you're going to get it back. But this all could change because in just about 2 months with the Shanghai upgrade and EIP 4895, Ethereum withdrawals could be enabled. And if it happens, 3 major things will come out of it. 3 positive things. One of those being altcoins that could benefit. Altcoins that you should be paying attention to. So in this video, we're going to talk about the problem with Ethereum staking, how it's going to be fixed, and how you can profit from it. So staked Ethereum has been locked up now for over 2 years. And it begs you to ask the question, is Ethereum staking really staking if you can't even redeem your staked Ethereum or the staking rewards? Well, this is what Anthony Sassano, Ethereum advisor and founder of the Daily Gwei, had to say.
Because I don't believe that proof of stake is fully deployed on Ethereum until we have withdrawals. Right now, we have, as I mentioned before, like about 90% of the way there, but we need to close that loop with withdrawals. And contrary to popular belief, I think that with withdrawals being enabled is going to get more ETH staked than there otherwise would have been, because it's, again, another massive de-risking event here.
And I completely agree. Ethereum proof of stake is not fully complete until withdrawals are enabled. This idea of locking up crypto doesn't sit right with me. And I've had conversations with people in the Ethereum community, a community that I'm part of. I hold Ethereum and I hold Ethereum NFTs. And they explained to me how this is for the long-term success of Ethereum. It's just a roadblock along the way. But what doesn't sit right with me is that we created crypto to get away from banks, for us to have control over our money. We wanted to get away from banks putting a 3-day hold on our $10,000 transfer. Meanwhile, with Ethereum, we have money that has been locked up for over 2 years now. But I am hopeful, and I really do hope that this upgrade completes so that withdrawals are enabled. And to Anthony Sassano's last point, this will likely bring more people into the Ethereum ecosystem. And the CEO of digital asset insurer Realm Insurance stated, having your Ethereum locked up for an unspecified period of time created a tremendous amount of uncertainty, especially those of the institutional variety, because it just wasn't clear when that unlock period would end. So of course, in the future, when withdrawals are enabled, it will lower that uncertainty, and hopefully we'll see more money come into the ecosystem. And you might be asking, but doesn't liquid staking already exist? For example, can't you stake with Lido Finance, receive your liquid staked Ethereum, trade it and sell it? Yeah, you can, except that's not the actual Ethereum. When you stake Ethereum with something like Lido Finance, you give up your real Ethereum, the Ethereum that controls the network, and in return, you receive a synthetic derivatives. These derivatives are not the real thing, and these derivatives are subject to smart contract risk, and also the price for these staked derivatives could depeg from the actual value of Ethereum. So for this reason, you can see why people are hesitant to stake even though liquid staking is available. But in the future, when withdrawals are enabled, those with these synthetic derivatives will be able to redeem their real ETH that controls the network. And hopefully we do see this upgrade happen in March. We do know in crypto, this goes for all blockchains, delays are very common. So don't be surprised if we don't see this upgrade in March. But it's not just about money. It's not just about bringing new people into the ecosystem. Withdrawals could also fix one of the most fundamental problems with Ethereum, and that is because it costs a lot of money to stake Ethereum solo, people give their Ethereum over to a third party, and now these third parties have a lot of control over the Ethereum network. For example, it takes 32 Ethereum to solo stake, which most people don't have. So they give it over to third parties such as Binance and Coinbase. And now it has ended up with these major parties having a large stake: Lido, Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance. And because these are regulated entities, if a government goes to them and says, block a transaction, they have to listen. And this is actually already happening. And if we look at post-merge OFAC compliant blocks, it's at 71%. This is very high. And it shows us a list of the censorship offenders leaderboard and how many censored transactions belong to these staking entities. It states right here, if you stake with a top offender on this list, your ETH is directly contributing to the censorship of Ethereum. So of course, if you give your Ethereum to these parties and they're censoring transactions, well, you could just take it back, right? Well, not exactly, because staked Ethereum is currently locked. So once you give it over to these parties, even if you get a synthetic version in return, they still have control of the actual Ethereum that controls the network. But when withdrawals are enabled, those that are not happy with the staking pool they're in can simply withdraw. And if we look at other proof of stake blockchains, if someone is not happy where they're staking, they can simply withdraw. But currently on Ethereum, that's not possible. Even when we look at Bitcoin, that's proof of work, not proof of stake, people that contribute their hash power to a pool that they're not happy with can simply withdraw. And this actually happened earlier this year when Poolin suspended withdrawals, and then shortly after, their hash rate share cut in half. Is Ethereum currently centralized? That's a debate that could go on for days, but something we do know objectively is that right now, Ethereum proof of stake is more centralized than it was previously on Ethereum proof of work. So when withdrawals are enabled, this will be a big fix for Ethereum. So of course, if this update happens over the long term, this will likely be good for holders of Ethereum. But there's also some altcoins that could benefit as well. Earlier, we spoke about liquid staking, where you give up your real Ethereum and get a synthetic version back. But the problem is you cannot redeem the real version until withdrawals are enabled. But in the future, when withdrawals are possible on Ethereum, you can take your synthetic Ethereum and redeem it for the real thing. And the governance tokens of these protocols could benefit. Lido Finance is the leader in liquid staking, and they have their Lido DAO token. So this is definitely a token to pay attention to over the next few months. Other pools to pay attention to are Rocket Pool, Anchor, and Stakewise. Each of these protocols has their own governance token. And I'm not telling you to buy these tokens right now or to trade them. What I am saying is to simply pay attention. Of course, not everything may go according to plan. This upgrade is scheduled for March of 2023, but this is blockchain and crypto, and it's possible we see a delay. But I have a question that I couldn't find the answer to. When Ethereum withdrawals are enabled, how long will the Ethereum unlocking period be? For example, when you stake Polkadot and unstake it, there is a 28-day unbonding period. And when you stake Cardano and unstake it, there is no lockup period. You can get it back instantly. So when Ethereum withdrawals are enabled, will it be an instant return, or will you have to wait 3 days or 10 days? Now, when it comes to something like Polkadot, although there's a 28-day lockup period when unstaking, there's a very high APY of 14%. And if you want to know about the top 3 high yield cryptocurrencies to stake, go ahead and watch this video right here.